This episode of Views is brought to you by DoorDash. Use promo code NASH for 25% off your first order of $15 or more.
That rhymes. DoorDash Nash.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Views, the podcast where a young 24-year-old man completes the dying wish of a 46-year-old elderly man who wants to reach an audience before he passes and gives him a voice. Jay?
I have 3 weeks left to live, David. You're almost done. This has been a wonderful ride.
I do this for you, baby. I know.
Appreciate every
second. When we started this and the doctor said that you only have 4 more years, I knew we had to get on it right away. And I'm telling you, it's been a fucking journey.
I love every single person who listens to this podcast.
I fucked your mom.
What's that?
Nothing.
People are going to think I'm really dying.
Technically, you are. Let's roll the intro music. Guys, Jason just walked into the house, and he was bragging about how much exercise he got. and he goes, Jesus, man, I think I overworked myself today. And, I go, okay, Jay, how much did you run? And Jay goes, 5 miles. And we were like, what? 5 miles? And he goes, okay, 4 miles. and then he was like, I biked 40 laps. And we were like, are you 40 laps? He's like, okay, 20 laps. And he wasn't even doing it intentionally, but just initially when he hyped it up, he like made himself sound like he was like doing way more.
I run on the beach and literally like 2-year-olds are going faster than me. Like people just go right by
Mommy,
me.
what's wrong with that man? I was reading this thing about Scarlett Johansson playing Black Widow. Apparently, originally when she auditioned for it, it was her and Emily Blunt, like in the final audition rounds or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Emily Blunt actually got the role first, but there were scheduling conflicts because she was in Gulliver's Travel. It was like a movie with Jack Black. And for the movie, she was going to get paid like $500,000 as opposed to like the first Avengers or wherever Scarlett was in first. She would have gotten paid $400,000. So it was a $100,000 difference. Mm-hmm. And her agent decided to go with the one that paid more because she was going to make an extra $100,000. But if she would have stayed with the Avengers and she was Black Widow, she would have made a little over $100 million now.
Oh my god.
So it's one decision. And Emily Blunt literally had it in the fucking back. Could you imagine having it? Like, you got the role. I'm sorry, I'm doing Gulliver's Travel.
Like, oh my god, that's
I'd be forever pissed.
Yeah.
Dude, that would
There would be nothing that could ever bring me out of that.
But when they give her that Marvel contract, isn't it like several movies? So why would she turn that down? I mean, they must have told her it's just one movie.
Maybe it wasn't for.
Maybe she didn't want to go that way with her career.
Maybe the story's made up. It's fucking a bunch of bullshit. But I have fucking seen this, so I don't know. And I have a credible source. It's a guy on TikTok named Charles. Followers. So this is legit.
He also does some cool stuff with Mentos and Diet Coke.
Yeah, okay. It may not be accurate, but that's pretty crazy. Hey, I have some good news. Nat, say the news.
I bought a house.
Oh, you got it? Congratulations.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God.
I know.
I'm laughing and then I start crying. That's crazy, bro. Natalie bought a $19 million house.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my God. What? That much?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's wild.
I know.
Turns out she's been funneling money out of my accounts for a while now.
That's why he doesn't have that much. He's like, Natalie, where's all the money? And I'm like, I don't know.
Great. Now people know that I asked you the other day, where's my money? Is Todd going to live with you? How is that going to go?
No, Todd already has somewhere to live.
This sounds like you use that same voice when Todd asked you if he could live with you. Can I live with you? You go, no, Todd already has home. And you like it? Are you excited about moving out? Does it feel like you're going to become a homeowner? This is a big fucking deal, Natalie.
I know.
You can have sex with whoever you want now, and I won't be listening. Not that I was before.
That was a big concern of mine. That was a big motivator for me to move out because
Really?
now I can just have sex with all these different people. Yes.
Yeah,
No,
you're gonna
absolutely not.
You're gonna run through Studio City.
I can't wait, man.
I can't wait to
Hello,
fuck
Los
everybody.
Angeles.
Wait.
Miss
Okay.
David? You're going to miss living with him?
I've been going back and forth on the topic of like whether or not I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be living with Reggie, so that was like one of the big things. Like one of the main reasons why I haven't moved out was one, like obviously it's really nice to live with friends, and David's such a great roommate.
Oh my God, stop.
But now Reggie's here, so like Reggie and I can live together. I have a roommate. I won't live by myself because I get too scared living by myself. And then
Brain fart.
And then
what was the other
Cheerios,
reason?
the big box of Cheerios I had. Okay, so then you're moving out. That's exciting. It's kind of coincidental because I've been recently thinking about living by myself. Like I just want to start living on my own now. I like when the house is just quiet and empty.
What the fuck are you talking about? You have 7 people around you at all times.
No, I love that during the day. But like at night, like
Yeah.
I love when the house is just dead.
You like that?
I don't know what it is about it, but it just feels like it's just like there's it's starting to become like, you know how I like bread? Like I like bread for the reason because I feel like I'm in the middle of a desert and I've just found bread and now I have to eat it and keep myself from starving. Like that's why I like bread, is because it reminds me of that sound, and that sound makes me love bread. I don't know how to explain it, but I have like this weird kink about bread, and now I'm starting to get that same feeling towards living alone.
You just sit here and cry when everyone's gone?
Yeah. It's a lot less embarrassing to cry when no one's around.
I hear you.
But that's sick, man.
Where do you like to cry the most? Which parts of the house?
Usually just the restrooms. Yeah, it's an easier cleanup that way. You stay right over the shower or the bath, and all the tears just go right down the drain.
Well, good luck, man. Good luck.
Thanks.
So you got rid of Natalie.
Yeah.
And now you got to get rid of Ilya.
That was gonna be tough.
Is it huge?
It's not huge.
Yeah.
But it's 2,700 square
It's
feet.
great.
Whoa, that's
has-
huge.
Yeah, it's a really good size.
2,700 square feet.
That is
That's the
big.
size of my house right now.
It's bigger than your house right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're a bitch. 2,700 square feet.
It's different.
But not as cool a view, right? No view.
No view. It's, I don't care about the views as much as you do.
Yeah,
I care about
sometimes
my
I say.
space and my style.
By the way, Natalie has an assistant now who is Reggie.
Someone said that to Natalie today. She was working out. The trainer, Jillian. I was like talking about Reggie, and he was like, "Wait, aren't you an assistant? You got an assistant?"
He was
You
like,
guys
"How
are
many?"
crazy.
Yeah, he's like, "How many assistants you guys got?"
It's like a family tree.
Yeah.
It's like a big branch of
Got
assistants.
to get Reggie an assistant now. That would be next. That's where I come in.
There's something crazy I found out the other day, which I'm surprised I didn't know this. Taylor was a baby model. Like she was like on like she was in like a when she was younger. Like what were you on? She was like on Pampers boxes and
Oh,
shit.
that's why
It
you
was
just showed
actually-
me
it was
that
Huggies.
TikTok of the
But-
baby.
Yeah, no,
Oh, and
it was
Huggies,
a really
sorry.
cute baby, and yeah,
She
I mean,
was,
it
like,
didn't
going-
last for long, but
She was going through like a list of like everything she worked on when she was younger. She was like, yesterday she's like, yeah, when I used to go to auditions with my mom, I was like, what the fuck did you just say? Auditions with your mom?
Well,
and then yeah,
castings.
Castings, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like what are some of the jobs you did?
I did like a pool commercial. I remember the little bouncy ball that, with the little handle, and it's a red bouncy ball, and it's in those magazines, and you bounce on it outside.
Yeah.
I was that.
It sounds
little
like you were in a
girl.
coma and you just woke up, and now you're remembering it.
Wait. So when your mom took you to these castings, how old were you?
The first 10 years of my life?
Do you miss it?
No. I was like so into it when I was little, and then I hit that awkward stage.
Oh,
And now I don't even know how to take photos. So
It's so funny. I think that's why that must explain why Taylor's such like a young person. Like she's so like young and chipper.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like that must have like frozen her entire like personality like in those pictures.
Well, I think what you do as a young kid is like very impactful on you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like I think it
Yeah.
like made such a huge impact on her where she's just like she's forever gonna be a kid.
no, I definitely had the personality when I was little. I think I just
Were
don't
you
know
like,
where-
hi, I'm Taylor Hudson, and I'm gonna be yeah.
yeah, I just want to be friends, And I would I remember just hanging
Hi,
out
I'm
with
Taylor
like,
Hudson, and I'm auditioning for the Welch's commercial, or I could just be all of your friends. Do you know the story of J.Lo and how she invented she invented the light bulb? She invented electricity. No, there's a story of how she helped come up with the idea for Google Images. Do you know this?
No.
Yeah, like so when Google didn't have images, she wore the green dress to that award show or whatever.
Versace.
Do you
Versace
remember the green dress?
Of course.
Jay? Was it like as big of a deal as it was?
It really was a big deal for some reason. I don't know why,
But
but
it
it
wa-
was huge.
But explain that to me. Why? Because it's just a green dress.
It was just this dress that the media just couldn't stop talking about.
Really?
Yeah, it was the cover of People magazine, and I don't know, it was like the first time it was when like fashion and award shows like really came together, and it became like a business and like an industry, and it's like everybody cared about it, and they just loved that dress. Like Jennifer Aniston's haircut. That was the other big thing at the time.
Why? What was her haircut?
Something about this hairstyle. Well, Friends was huge.
Right.
And then she got this really great haircut called the Rachel, and everybody wanted that haircut.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, with J.Lo. Sorry.
He's shutting down. What if he dropped dead right now? If he dropped dead right now, what would we do? Like, Natalie goes over, she checks his pulse, and he's like, he's dead.
Well, we call 911, obviously.
Call 911. Taylor, what would you do? Would you freak out? Would you be able to handle the situation, or would you be so stunned?
No, I would do my best to figure out what's wrong with him.
No, I've declared it. He's dead.
No, he's dead. I'm dead.
You're dead.
It's over.
Dead.
No. We rush him till they do that little thing where they put the iron on your heart.
I'm dead, Taylor. I've been laying here for a while.
We could get the waffle maker out and try to revive him.
Right. That would be
Okay, enough
smart.
about reviving me. I'm dead. What do you do?
I just don't think you would be dead yet.
Okay.
Who do you think would? Okay, so you'd be in denial.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at. I feel like Natalie would be the best in the situation. I'll give you props.
Probably.
What do you mean? What would Natalie do?
Well, she'd be psyched you were gone. She'd be like, finally, I win, bitch.
Yeah, she'd be like, you know what? I don't even think I need that new house. I'll just stay here. She'd cancel her house.
I haven't closed yet, so.
Watch the most anticipated movie premieres of the year like never before. Beginning January 29th, watch Academy Award winners Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto in the psychological thriller The Little Things. In theaters and on HBO Max on the exact same day. Available to stream at no extra cost to HBO Max subscribers. Plus, with HBO Max, you can stream the greatest collection of series and exclusive Max originals all in one place. Discover something new to watch, like HBO original The Undoing, Max original The Flight Attendant, and the new 2-part HBO documentary Tiger. Go to HBOMax.com or download the app to sign up and start streaming today. The Little Things is rated R and is available to stream on HBO Max for 31 days from its theatrical premiere. So anyway, J.Lo, the day she wore that green dress, it was so popular on Google that the people that run Google had to create a new section, and they were like, we need a place where people can just find pictures. And that's how they come up with Google Images. Because that picture of J.Lo is so fucking popular.
Yeah.
That's not how you started the story at all.
How did I start it?
You told it completely ass David Dobrik backwards.
How did I?
Did you know J.Lo thought of Google Images when she created it? She went down to Google and talked to all the engineers. She's like, you need a place to put pictures. That was how you started the story.
No, I know. I wanted to give her fucking some hype.
Well, I love J.Lo. You know J.Lo, she only has 1,400 calories a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another J.Lo fact you gave me the other day. Wow. We know a lot about J.Lo. Or we're getting everything wrong about J.Lo, and we're going to get sued. How do you live on 1,400 calories a day?
You can do it. I've done 1,800 calories a day. It's
What do you
easy.
eat? Like dandelions? How do you get by with 1,400
You
calories?
have to get your
Protein.
stomach down. You have to shrink your stomach to the point where you don't need food, right?
Oh, wait. Just protein?
No, you have 3 meals a day that are only 500 calories,
Mine.
which is easy to do.
That's like a Snickers. You have 3 Snickers a day?
No,
There's no Snickers happening in this situation.
Yeah, you're having a piece of
But that-
chicken
well,
and
how
a
would-
piece
how
of
would-
broccoli,
what-
and that's it.
Explain that to me.
We used the word affluent the other day here. Someone said the word affluent.
That was
and
me, I think.
It was you.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it, and I was
He goes, "Am I affluent?" And I was like, yeah, you idiot.
He's stuffing his face with Taylor's pork, sitting in his
Would I be
really
considered
nice house.
affluent?
Well, yeah, I didn't know what
With his-
affluent meant.
with his Tesla in the
What does
driveway.
affluent mean?
Affluent means you're rich.
Oh, yeah. And then I asked
Am
Jay-
I affluent?
I asked Jay if I was affluent. And Jay's like, yeah, you're affluent. And then I was like, Taylor, get down here. I'm affluent. I don't know. It's fucking crazy that I just learned a new word about myself.
We should get you that app where you learn a new word every day.
Oh.
We really should.
That's good. But I feel like I know a lot of words. I don't need any more.
Yeah.
No, you don't know enough words.
But
and
why would I
that's-
need more? I have no problem communicating with anybody that I come across.
That is okay. Shut up. Are you targeting me right now? I feel like you're personally attacking me.
Why?
Because you and I struggle to communicate. I mean, we communicate obviously, but just sometimes
All
you
I
don't
need
have
to
the
know
proper
is
words.
yes, no, and more. That's all I need.
No,
Natalie,
No.
I understand your pain.
Thank you.
We
sometimes.
were filming with Zane the other day, and he threw this word out, matician.
Zane said that?
Yeah,
Is that
because
a real word?
because I'm trying to be. He's like, I'm trying to be meticulous, like that.
I
And
don't know what that means.
it's not a word.
Oh,
It's not a word. And I was like, what did you say? He's like, being meticulous. And Joe was filming too. And because Joe was filming, he doubled down because he didn't want to look stupid. And then I looked it up and I was like, It's not a word.
Meticulous.
He was trying to say meticulous.
He was trying to say meticulous. Oh my God, that's so
funny.
fucking funny. Wait, did Joe capture all this on camera?
Yeah, he has it all.
That's so. Is Zane gonna let him use it?
We left, and I don't think Zane understood that he looked like a dumbass. Like, I think he really still thinks it's a word.
Oh, that's really good.
Zane does that all the time, where he like uses words that aren't actually real words. But he also, like, the other day he was filling something out and he didn't know his age. Like, genuinely did not know how old he was.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah," he put 29 down on the paper, and I was like, "You're 27." I was like, he like marked it wrong. I just genuinely did not know.
Oh man, Jason probably doesn't happen because we make jokes about it all the time. But I genuinely do not know. Like when someone asks me, I have to think about it 100%.
Yeah.
Because so 24s are such a weird age. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like you just get like you stop caring after 23. And then it just gets all kinds of fucking mixed up.
Yeah, I wrote this down actually, Natalie. This was Zane on David's couch the other day. I'm 29. I got to meet somebody. Wait, does anybody know how old I am? Because I have no idea.
You know, it was really cool. I was working with a makeup artist the other day, and I had like makeup on my face.
Yes.
But he's like a really, really famous makeup artist. He's like a huge makeup artist, and he only works with like these really big stars. So I don't know how I snuck in there. And there was makeup all over my face, so you couldn't see my eyebrows. But he had to like put on new eyebrows on my face. It was hard to explain. And he's like, "What do your eyebrows look like?" And he like couldn't figure it out. So he's like, "I forgot what your eyebrows look like." So he like Googled me real quick to see. And I thought that was so strange.
I feel like Googling somebody too
Use
is
Google Images.
Yeah. Thank you, J.Lo. This isn't my story, but I thought it was really, really funny. This guy on TikTok was sharing it, and I'm going to tell it as my own, and it's not my story. I repeat it, it's not my story. But he was in the car. He was like a college kid, and they were like at a camping trip, like a skiing trip, and they were having so much fun that they didn't want to come back for their Monday exam. So they're like, we got to come up with a lie for this fucking teacher. So they all four of them emailed the teacher, and they were like, hey, we can't make it to the exam. We got a flat tire. Sorry, we won't be able to be there till Tuesday. And the teacher emails back, and he's like, that's all right. Shit happens. Not shit happens, but he's like, stuff happens, whatever. Take the test on Tuesday. Tuesday, they got there. The teacher's like, okay, let's take the exams now. But the teacher put them in 4 different rooms. And he was like, that's fine, just so we don't cheat or whatever. Mm-hmm. He put the boys in 4 different rooms, and the first question was worth 5% of the test. And it was like, what's 10 divided by 5? And he's like, that's easy, that's 2. And the second question, there's only 2 questions on this thing, and the second question was worth 95% of the test. And it was, which tire had the flat?
Oh my God.
That's so good. It's so good.
Oh,
it's like the
shit.
best story ever. I don't even
like-
know if it's real. Like I think it's too good for it to be real.
Right.
But when I heard it, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
That just hurt my heart. Like, if that happened to me, I'd be absolutely devastated.
Yeah, but like that's when you like just give it up and you're just like, this is amazing. That's a cool way to go out. And like the teacher is probably on such a high from coming up with that he won't even be pissed at you. He'll just be like, yeah, but it was dope. I stumped you, huh? Like I think that's so sick.
That's funny.
We got a new president, Joe Biden. Did you know? I'm like filling you in. It's pretty cool.
Man, you're always on the pulse of everything. I love how you keep up with stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. This is the only news source they get in general.
Right.
So I got to make sure, guys. There is a new president for the next 4 years. It will be Joe Biden. Have to let you guys know.
Yeah, super fun. I'm happy that. I'm just happy.
Us trying to not get political.
Yeah, bro. This is what I take umbrage with you about. This is something I want to talk to you about. When you say you'll do this thing, you'll go.
Oh, before you go into this, Jay,
Yeah,
did you see today I had a big revolution?
Ooh, making up words. Here we go.
I'm
Hi,
kidding,
Zane.
revelation. And it was when parents feed their kids.
Oh,
are they
God.
saying choo choo train like the locomotive, or are they saying choo choo like chew with your mouth?
Scott responded to you on Twitter about that.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, he said
funny.
you would have slapped me for this a year ago.
And you would have.
Yeah, I would have.
You'd have turned the camera off. You just would have heard click.
Yeah, when I thought of it, I'm like, listen, I'm always trying to come out with like the new relatable stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I think I hit it on the head today. It didn't do too well on Twitter, but I just know that I think I got it right. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I take umbrage with the fact that you'll do this thing. You'll be like,
Umbrage.
no one knows what that is. I'll like say a word,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and you'll be like, no one knows what that is. And like, you could figure words out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
what-
the other day we were arguing about the word forward, and you were like, don't use that word. No one knows what that is. You could figure it out.
Forward.
And then I asked Wyatt and Charlie if they knew what forward meant, And they didn't know.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, did you write?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Read it. You wrote my forward?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You didn't write it. You asshole.
Dear Jason.
First of all, guys, I wrote a book, and I asked David to write a little. In every book, in every comedy book, there's always like an introduction by somebody
Close
to them. Usually it's somebody who has like, bigger audience or whatever, or someone respected.
Like if Bryce wrote a book,
If Bryce wrote a book, Addison would write the forward. Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of like that. But anyways, David's wrote the forward. He's going to read it.
Okay, yeah.
Here we go.
It's the forward is like something you put at the beginning of the book.
Yeah, like an intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like a stamp of approval.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
hey.
Right after the cover and right before the book starts.
That's right.
So let's say there's 100 pages. It's probably on page 1.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we even have enough time to talk about the forward at this point?
Well, I'm just so happy that we have plenty of time. Yeah, let's just air it out.
You want
the
me to
whole
read
thing.
it right now?
Yeah, read the whole thing.
Cover, forward, chapter, and then table of contents. And then, right?
Yeah, it would be the cover. You'd open it up, table of contents, and then forward by David Dobrik would be on the cover.
And what would be on it is what I wrote for you.
Yes.
That you've been asking for a while.
Yep.
But I have it here now.
Yeah. So excited. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm so shy. I can't. I know people are listening. How about we save the forward for like a week or two from now?
Okay.
I haven't written it yet, Jay. What are you gonna fucking do?
Oh, okay.
Jay, what are some things that are getting in the way of you and your happiness?
Well, I don't like how close you and Taylor are getting. I want some David time.
Well, BetterHelp can maybe even help with that. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can connect in a safe and private online environment, and you could start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online. Send a message to your counselor anytime, and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you could schedule weekly video or phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, and there's a broad range of expertise available, and it's more affordable than traditional counseling. Anything you share is confidential. They offer licensed professional counselors who are specialized in depression, stress, relationships, sleeping, trauma, family conflicts, and many more. So many people have been using BetterHelp, they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. I want you to start living a happier life today, and as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/views. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/views. The other day, Jason texted me. He's like, I'm back from the mall. I said, what you doing? He said nothing, probably brainstorming some ideas. Is there a fun game we can play that would be fun to talk about on the podcast? And I said, like right now? He's like, or whenever. I'm like, give me an example, like Twister? And he goes, ha, ha, ha. No, like, what's that game you guys play that's really personal? I've never played it, but I think you played it with Madison. You ask personal questions. I can't remember. And I go, are you trying to fuck me right now? and he goes, ha, 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 gross. And I go, ha, ha, IDK, are you still with Joe? And he goes, no, he went home. I go, okay. Well, I'm down to do something. He goes, okay, great. I'm going to do some research. Great job today. That was awesome. I said, hey, you should have stayed later today. It would have been funny for your vlog. And he's like, I know. Oh, well. And I go, next time. And he goes, that would have been great. And I go, are you coming for meeting tomorrow? And he goes, yes. And then I go, this is the most we've ever texted. And he goes, ha, 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 I know. And then I go, I respond, I go, why it's the best. What did y'all do for MLK weekend?
Oh my God.
Then I knew he was like,
Fucking
he was
with
gone.
you,
Yeah.
And then he goes, ha, 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 ha. And I go, ha, ha, ha. And he goes, ha, 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 ha. And I go, okay, I'll see you soon. And he goes, bye.
Why don't you text me more?
Oh, dude, that was so funny texting you. Like, as I was doing it, I'm like, bro, what does everything come to? That was fun.
Yeah, I never like to text you. You know why? Do you know why I don't? You know why I don't like to text you? Because when I'm with you, I see how many people text you and how many people call you. And I'm just like, I don't want to be one of those people. And if you don't text back, then I'm just like, that'll just send me into a mood.
Really? Who cares if I don't text back? Like, it's definitely
no, it's not that. Then I think you're
me
mad.
texting back is definitely not personal. I just like,
I've learned that over time, but for a while, if you didn't text me back, I would be like, oh my God, he's mad at me. Did I do something? Then I go check my story. I'm like, nope, nothing there. Can't imagine what I did.
Oh no, never.
What do you do here? Every time I come in here, it's exactly the same. You're on the couch
Bro, I feel unemployed.
in shorts.
Yeah.
Always in like sweat shorts, and you're in a black t-shirt and black socks. That's it. And covered in blankets. Every time. I never walk in and you're like doing something. I never walk in and you're like hanging a painting or, you know.
Right. Like, I'm never like, just 1 second, Jay.
Yeah. I'll be right with you.
Yeah, bro.
You're never on the phone.
No,
you're just always on this couch, just kind of looking off outside into the distance.
Yeah, you know at the end of Avengers when Thanos snaps?
Yeah.
And he kills half of the Avengers?
Yeah.
And it was like so much work, and he fucking like destroyed half the universe, and he put a lot of effort into it, and it took him like a good 2-3 years, whatever it was. I don't know what the timeline was. And then after he snaps, he's sitting in this field just eating fruit, doing nothing.
Yes.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I literally have no purpose right now. I cannot explain how much I hate this. I just sit around and I just do nothing. I was telling Taylor today. Taylor was cooking. I was like, I was pacing back and forth by the TV. I was like, what do I do today? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What do I do? She goes, well, you already posted a TikTok. And I was like, what is this new standard we hold me to? Like, this sucks. It sucks. And
I feel the same way.
Dude, I feel fucking useless.
I was playing tennis today, and I was like, what am I doing? I'm like, Jack, I said, what are we doing?
I went to go play tennis with Jason the other week. If that doesn't scream David's in trouble, then I don't know what does. No, I mean, like, people fucking ask me. They're like, well, you know, why don't you? Do you want to vlog again? I'm like, yeah, I fucking do. I just literally I can't, and it's starting to get to me. Like, I'm like, I really, 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 really want to go back to work.
Right.
Really want to go back to work.
You asked me about vlogging yesterday, which I thought was like a step in the right direction.
Oh yeah.
Natalie had her head up her ass. I was like, look, I was shooting her daggers from the back seat.
Yeah, we were going to Natalie's new house. She was like giving us like a tour of it, and I was like, Jay, should I like vlog this? And Jay was like, what? What did you just say?
I was like, yeah.
He's like, do you have your camera? And I'm like, do I have my camera? I haven't fucking seen it in 9 months. And then I was gonna vlog it just so I can have it for the future, like going to see Natalie's house for the first time.
Yeah.
But when we got there, we just. You know, it was just not the vibe again. We had to wear masks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was once again like the pandemic was like, even the moment where it's just us going to see Natalie's future house, like I was already like, fuck. Like, I'm not going to film somebody with a face mask. And I don't know. What I've realized is I get a lot less done when I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, like David will do nothing all day and we'll be like, you know, you got to do this one thing, one meeting, one call. And he'll be like, oh.
Yeah. But before it was like, hop on this call. I was like, okay, whatever. Just fucking hand me the fucking phone. Let me just get it over with.
It was one of 20 things.
Yeah, and I do like 40 things a day, whatever. But like now it's like I have to do one fucking thing and it's the end of the world.
Literally.
Like it's like, you know, Taylor's like, you have to get on a call about your license. I was like, fuck that. Can I just take it? Like, can you push it a week? Like, that's what it is now. It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do this for the rest of my life, even though I hate it.
You're busier than any of us.
Taylor's the busiest out of all of us.
The only thing that's changed about my life is that now I don't have to be sitting at the house alone. I don't mind it just because nothing's really changed. Like, before the pandemic, things were very different. And you would vlog, you know, 24/7, so you'd be gone all day. Like,
I never see Taylor.
I would say,
So you like it because you get to see David more.
well, and Natalie and you guys.
Right.
Like, you're here.
That is true. I never saw you before.
Yeah,
I know.
when we were vlogging, we never saw Taylor.
No, literally, I would put the waters in the Tesla.
I see you
And David would go, okay, bye. And I'd go, bye. And then they would come back at he would maybe come back at 5 and then take a nap on the couch and then wake up and edit. Or they would come back at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'd be still there.
And then we'd be out. And then we'd be like, okay, Taylor, we're going to go out to party now. We'll see you later.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to clean up. Bye.
Yeah. I remember one time, which was like I don't know when this was, but there was one time I was coming home and I was like, I don't know, was I hurt or whatever? And I don't know what was going on. Maybe I was really tired. She drew me a bath. She got an entire bath for me ready.
Oh, yeah. No, that was it was literally 9 p.m.
And this was the first time I've ever seen Taylor at night or for a longer time.
Yeah.
And she made a bath for me. She lit candles and she had Enya playing out of the music. It was like
Where the road goes.
yeah, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Yeah, it was the coolest fucking thing. It was like a bubble bath. And Taylor's like, "Well, I'll see you later." Taylor really takes care of me.
Did you guys watch the fight last night?
I didn't watch it, but I just saw the highlights. You know, something funny about UFC, when you watch it, the first time I saw UFC, I felt like I was in like a futuristic movie.
I think Conor McGregor's a pussy, bro. If he's listening to this shit, like, I'm ready to fucking kick his ass. Like, honestly, fucking guys, let's go. Let's go. What a win.
I don't want any part of David Dobrik.
Wait, what? What'd you
I don't
say?
want any part of him. The man scars me.
I heard him on the phone.
He's a beast of a man.
I was listening to Views with my family, and I had to cover my son's ears. I didn't want to. I feared for my family.
The way he threatened me while sucking on an orange popsicle.
Yeah, man, if I saw Conor McGregor walking down the street, I'd fucking sock him in the face. Bro, I should start beef with somebody.
Not Conor McGregor.
No, I know, but that's what sucks is like, if I, like, no one would even buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't, there was no.
You are athletic. You'd be okay in a fight.
Well, if I was like, Conor McGregor, I bet you can't get a game off me in a tennis match. Like,
That'd be good.
yeah, people would be like, oh, that makes sense.
That'd be fun. Would you talk shit to him?
I don't know. I guess it's the whole point. I always wonder, like, when those fighters, you know how, like, they're face to face and they're talking shit. Yeah. Like, I wonder how much of it is an act. Like, it must be like 80% of an act, right? Like,
I guess, but like, who's to say someone's not just gonna clock you right there?
Right.
Most of it, I think, is an act. Because, like, even watching the fight last night, like, when, Connor lost, I mean, Connor's a great sport, so he's, going up there, like, good job, man. And it's just so funny because it's a sport where, like, you basically have to be pissed at that person. But, like, you're all in the same, it's like when, soccer players or whoever, they play against each other. So
but Connor was respectful the entire time this time. Like, it was not like with any other fight. Like, he was not talking shit. It was really bizarre.
Apparently he's changed.
He was really composed.
Yeah.
They said Khabib made him respectful. Oh. But I don't know. Regardless, I'm going to fucking kick your ass if I ever see you, McGregor. Please.
Ding dong.
Oh, shit. Who's at the door? Taylor!
You're looking for who? David Dobrik? I heard the podcast.
I heard.
I'm here to settle a score. One match of tennis and one match of me beating David's face in.
Would you get in the ring with Conor McGregor?
Fuck no.
Yeah, but you get, let's say you were like, it was like a really hyped up fight and you got paid like, I don't know, $30 million. Would
No.
You get, no?
No.
One punch? And how about this?
Fuck that.
How about there's a guarantee where
Would you go and be murdered? Would you go invite yourself to be murdered
okay,
for $30 million?
How about there's a guarantee? This is stupid because this is like a real make-believe story because there's no way to guarantee this. But there's a guarantee that you won't be paralyzed, and the worst thing that'll happen to you is a couple broken bones. Like, that's the worst thing that will happen to you.
What about my face?
Huh?
What about the face?
No, like your face. He'll shatter bones in your face, but it'll never be like you're paralyzed. He'll never kill you. Nothing like that. But he'll fucking beat the fuck
For
out
30 mil?
Yeah, for 30
No.
mil. Really?
I wouldn't do it. Would you?
100%.
You'd get in the ring with Conor McGregor for $30 million. Are
Beat
you
your
out of your
face.
fucking skull?
Yeah, for
In a cage?
for 30 million. Yeah, I mean, Jay,
I don't think you would.
But
You
Jay,
don't
Especially
understand.
you wouldn't.
but Jay, like it's not even like get in the ring with him. It's like take one punch from him because like after he hits me once, I'm done. Like he can hit me 25% power and I'll be fucking on the ground.
So right when it starts, you just cover up?
Yeah, and he'll just punch right through my block. He'll just literally punch right through my arm and hit my face. Like, that's it. I'm not saying would I get in a ring with Conor McGregor and like I wouldn't start training right now. If I had a fight in 2 years, I would just be eating chips. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna lose that fight no matter what. Like I don't know. But yeah,
This
that's
lad's got a weird strategy.
He just wants me to punch him in the face.
right.
You are kind of like a jock nerd.
Yeah.
You're like a jock nerd.
Yeah, I'm like in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that the other day. You know who else is a jock nerd?
Who?
Jimmy Fallon.
So true.
Jimmy Fallon, like you can have a beer with, but then he also like geeks out over stuff
Right.
too. That's you guys are a lot alike.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean I love Jimmy Fallon, but
What,
Way more than you.
Wait, what are you saying? Why are you saying that like that? I mean,
I wanted to be clear if we were talking about him to say that I'm not saying he's a nerd. I'm saying like that's what's good about Jimmy Fallon is that like he's both.
Yeah, I think Jay's right on this. What about David Blaine?
He's kind of a jock nerd.
I don't think so.
No, David Blaine's more of a jock.
Is he? Guy's into magic. What are you talking about?
I know, but like even the way, even the way he does
Nothing
magic,
sporty about that.
even the way he does magic though is like cool.
Yeah, but the guy dorks out about magic and he loves magic.
Between never-ending laundry cycles and incoming emails, you've got plenty on your to-do list. Give yourself one less thing to worry about and let DoorDash take care of your next meal. DoorDash is the app that brings your food you're craving right to your door right now. Ordering is easy. You open the DoorDash app, choose what you want to eat, and your food will be left safely outside your door with a new contactless delivery drop-off setting. With over 300,000 partners in the U.S., Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Chipotle, Wendy's, and the Cheesecake Factory. Many of your favorite local restaurants are still open for delivery. Just open the DoorDash app, select your favorite local restaurant, and your food will be left at your door. For a limited time, you guys can get 25% off and zero delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more. When you download the DoorDash app and enter code NASH, that's 25% off, up to a $10 value, and zero delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code NASH. Don't forget, that's code NASH for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply.
The other day, I went to Enterprise to get my rental car.
Oh, yeah, this is so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that.
And so I was sitting here on the couch and I was looking at, what my insurance covers, and I was asking David for his advice, and obviously he said the luxury version, which is extra. So I went with the full car. That was the most that my insurance covered. And I went to go pick it up, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of sad still. So I talked to the guy and he goes, oh, we just got this Jeep. And I was like, oh, how much extra is it a day? And he goes, you're David Dobrik's assistant, right? And I go, oh, yeah. And
I go, well, yes, I am.
Yes, yeah, I am. And I was like, yeah, I crashed the car he got me. And
the craziest part about this is he gave her the free upgrade. It's because I gave his sister a laptop over a year ago.
At CSUN.
Isn't that crazy? I surprised his sister with a laptop.
MacBook.
And
what a small
came full
world.
circle. Got Taylor
like,
a good
yeah.
upgrade.
I can't wait till we're in Slovakia and we get kidnapped, and we're on our hands and knees, bound and gagged.
And the terrorist
There's hoods over our heads.
The terrorist takes off his own hood and he's like, hold on. Jason Nash and David Dobrik?
Yo, we gotta let them go.
You gave my cousin a PlayStation in 2018. Let them go.
Okay, my cousin, a PlayStation. Your Carmelita impression made my family laugh for hours.
The only thing that got me through the bunker.
That's really funny, dude. That's really funny.
That's awesome, though, Tay.
Yeah, I've always wondered that. I've always been so excited to see somebody like that. That's my first full circle moment where someone I've interacted with came back. I wasn't even really a part of it, but I think that's so interesting. I'm excited to see a family we gave $25,000 to or $50,000 to. That'd be so cool to run into them in 10 years and be like, what happened? Well, we blew it on cocaine or whatever it is. But I think I'm really excited for that. I'm reading a book for Spotify. Spotify reached out to me. They're like, we're willing to pay you X amount of money to read a book. So I'm covering the entire book. It's an audiobook.
Oh, wow.
So you'll be able to get the book Frankenstein, the literal book Frankenstein, the original copy.
Original 1930s.
What?
Original
Crazy.
1930 copy, and it'll be me reading the entire audiobook.
Bram Stoker's Frankenstein? Oh, that's Dracula. Never mind.
Yeah, it's the original Frankenstein. And all the words are fucking so astronomically difficult.
Yeah.
The toughest word, because it's from a completely different time period.
Yeah.
And I'm reading this in a booth with the director, and I'm just every sentence I have to stop and I have to go, what does this word mean? How do I pronounce this? And I did 55 pages yesterday, and I was in there for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
6 hours in the booth. I have 5 days to get through 375 pages, and it's fucking. I sound
It
like
took you 6 hours?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's not every sentence. It's every 3 words. He stumbles.
It's
and
every
then-
3 words. It's benevolent. It's words that people use just to sound more interesting now, but that's how people would speak before. It's really
So
fucking.
proper.
It's insane. And
Are they taking other young stars and
Bro,
having them read classics?
That's the thing. Before, the director called me and he's like, hey, so are you ready for the shoot tomorrow? And I suggest you watch these 3 Frankenstein movies and then polish up on these accents. And he gave me 4 different accents to polish up on. And I'm like, Natalie, what the fuck? And Natalie calls Spotify and Natalie's like, I think the director doesn't understand that David is just this fucking kid off Instagram. And Spotify's like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I think the director thinks that someone totally else is reading for this. So we had to explain to the director that I barely know how to read. And Natalie literally called Natalie made a joke on the phone with Spotify. What did you say?
I don't know, we were going back and forth, and I was like, also, you guys know, like, he can't read. Like, totally kidding. And the guy from Spotify, like, thought I was dead serious. He's like, yeah, you know, that's fine, honestly. And, like, was trying to find a way around it. And I was like, I'm kidding. Like, he can read. Like,
Bro, it's so bad. I mean, it's really scary because the way I'm reading it, I don't know what I'm reading at all. I'm literally just reading words as if I was Siri, like reading like what you just typed. Like
Right.
none of the words are connected because I don't know what the fuck they mean. So it'll be like, the rain man reaches for the window. Like that's how I'm reading it because I'm fucking I'm sounding these words out and I have no idea. But go check out the audiobook. It's
It sounds great, man.
it's out right now, and it was really fun. I'm glad I did. It's the second book I've ever read in my entire life, and it's really cool that I got paid for it. So I'm pumped about it. Go check
Or
it
you
out.
guys just might want to just read it on your own.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking tough book.
Do it faster.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go to a random page.
Yeah,
I'm
do
gonna
it.
start reading.
you can do this, Dave. You got it.
Hello, scary fans out there. We have a treat for you today. David Dobrik will be reading all 1,600 pages of the classic Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. David, take it away.
Well, there are useless complaints. I shall certainly find no friend on the wide ocean, nor even here an archangel among merchants and seamen. Yet some feelings unallied to the dross of human nature beat even in these rugged bosoms. My lieutenant, for instance, is a man of wonderful courage and enterprise.
He laughs at semen.
Bro. It gets to like words that are like so unnecessary, and the problem is I just don't know how to pronounce it. Like my tongue doesn't roll that way.
Yeah.
So like I can't say words, and he'll be like, no, the accent is on the A, and I go, and then I'll read it differently. I'll be like, ardor, and he'll be like, no, it's ordor, and I'll go ordor, and he'll go, no, it's ordor, and we'll just be fucking sitting there, and I'll be like, what the fuck is ordor? What the fuck is ordor? And I'll be like, oh, it's like our door, and he's like, no, it's our door.
What is our door?
Our door.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, like our door? Like someone's at the door?
No. It's our door. It's
A-R-D-O-U-R.
Yeah, our door. Our door.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
David's just like, the.
You said there was the word season, and I don't know why you said.
Oh,
we
you
wrote-
recorded it. Send it to me.
That wasn't. I didn't record that part, but I recorded it during
Oh,
an actual
season?
thing. Yeah, and he goes season, and
Dude, I know how that sounded for Natalie, but it's when I'm reading it, it's S-E and then a dash, and then it goes on to the next line. So I don't know what the word that's coming. So for a lot of the words, I sounded like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, see, Azan. And it was just because the word was split up on lines. And then I'm like, great, Natalie thinks I'm an idiot, but this is not just how everything's written. And it was really, dude, it was so frustrating. I was getting so angry in the booth. I was like, this is fucking stupid. Who fucking cares about this? Who reads like this? But like, I kept my composure. But
I don't know if this is it. I think I have like a short audio recording from.
Did
the
you
other
at some point just go, hey, you don't have to pay me this much?
I
Because I feel like I wouldn't want to take the money
I
if I was
really
reading
wanted to quit, but I'm so excited to see what this book is like because I'm just like that's crazy. I'm gonna open up the book Frankenstein and I read the entire thing. You could skip to page 190 and it's still me reading. Like that's fucking crazy to me.
What happens in the end?
I'm not there. I'm on page 55. Tuesday,
What's-
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm in the booth.
Are you fucking...
You've been reading it for 6 months.
The next 4 days, I am in the booth. 4 days in a row, I'm in the booth recording.
What's
this thing.
happened so far?
I don't know. He just
Oh, well,
wrote,
you read so far.
He
What-
wrote
what-
some letters to somebody.
Okay.
He writes letters to his fucking wife all the time. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
He hasn't built the monster yet.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never seen the original Frankenstein, so I don't even know what it like. I
You
don't
know what
even-
happens.
The monster David's reading is Jonah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Is
he's reading.
it the monster's name is not Frankenstein? The doctor's name is Frankenstein, right?
I'm reading it.
You're reading it.
That would explain it.
Yeah, right. A lot of people think that this creation's name is Frankenstein, but it's not.
Okay, I have like a little clip from the other day.
When he found the father inexorable.
Inexorable.
That was it.
Yeah, the accent's on the second syllable. Inexorable.
Inexorable. Thinking himself bound in honor to my friend, who, when he found the father inexorable.
You know he had a daughter that was like, you have to have David Dobrik read the book.
I can't pronounce inexorable. I don't even know what
The
that
accent's
is.
on the second word.
That clip that you just heard with Zane and Heath was recorded like a couple months ago when I was shooting Frankenstein, when I was recording for the audiobook, and now the audiobook is out. Jason hasn't
Shooting Frankenstein.
Shooting.
You went in a booth.
Yeah, no, it was a big production.
With lemonade.
Huge, thousands of people on set. That was when I was recording Frankenstein, and now it's out. Jason has the audio. You can listen to the full thing on Spotify. Me read every fucking chapter for like 7 hours. But listen to this. Here's a sample of it. I think it's so funny. Examining and analyzing all the minutiae of causation, as exemplified in the change from life to death, and death to life, until from the midst of this darkness a sudden light broken upon me. Remember, I am not recording the vision of a madman. The sun does not more certainly shine in the heavens.
Oh my God, it totally plays like you're talking about the vlogs.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that crazy?
A lot of big words in there, my man. You're
know.
killing it. I mean, we do the ad reads here,
Yeah,
and sometimes they twist you up.
That's why I've gotten a lot better at ad reads, because when I was fucking in that booth and I was just doing my thing, just spitting, like it came to me and it was flowing. It took me like 6 hours to do like 2-3 chapters.
How'd you find that tone? Like, I've never heard you talk like that.
That's
Like, you
just
sound
me.
like you're at a funeral.
That's me reading. Well, because like when I first started reading, I kind of read like I was reading a podcast ad read. Like I was like, we see a group of girls and guys posing together in the middle of a packed house party. But then he was like, dude, just read the thing. And I was like, oh, okay. We see a group of girls and guys posing together in the middle of a packed house party. The birthday girl hands her phone over to an annoyed boyfriend. He snaps a pic and hands the phone back. Like then it's just like
kind of solemn.
Yeah, it's just like reading. You have to read in a way where like you're like,
Tell me what
Yeah,
I have
I
to
mean,
in case I ever get an audiobook from
you
the
probably
16th
won't
century.
because it's only like the best people got it.
Right. No, I see you're up there with Hillary Swank and Forrest Whitaker.
It's like the top notch people got it. But yeah, Jay, maybe one day when you get older and a little more intelligent, you'll be able to have your own. You'll be able to have your own audiobook.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today's podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Go check out Jason's merch. Go check out my merch. Jason's book coming out. Get hyped about that. Posting a new vlog next week. Just kidding. All right, well, I'll see you guys soon.
Fuck you, David.
My name's Jeff. Bye.